A launching activity that I used to introduce students to different types of modeling with exponential, linear, and quadratic equations was this activity from Desmos.com called the penny circle. This is my second time implementing this with a group of students. The first time was at a clinical experience site I had during my fall semester of 2014, and then this year during student teaching I have also used it to help students see the different types of equations that can be used. In this activity, students are shown a video of a man filling a circle, a small circle with pennies, and then they also then show a man filling a larger circle with pennies, but the man does not completely finish it, and so the students are left to guess the amount of pennies that will fit in that larger circle. And so what students are going to be doing is making a guess, collecting data, making predictions, and then also modeling with 3 different types of equations. In the end, students are to be choosing which model they think will fit the data best and will approximate the number of pennies more accurately in the penny circle. So what we're going to see here is when I click on the data from what I had done with my students is I can see each of the students' original guess of the number of pennies that will fit inside the larger circle. Then I can also see the number of data points that they had each collected. And finally, I can go ahead and see the model that they ended up choosing that would best fit this set of data. For example, if I go ahead and click on one of the students, I can go ahead and see that their guess was 367 pennies and that they had made a range of 250 pennies to 500 pennies that would fit into the larger circle. I also get to see the exact data points that they chose and also the various models that they had tried to use to predict the number of pennies that would exist inside of the larger circle. Finally, I can see the mathematical reasoning and thought process of my students when they look at answering why they chose the model that they had. If the more students we look at, we can see different ideas. Some students got further than others, but it's a great differentiation of learning for all of my students in this class. Finally, I can show you guys the compare models. So this is the way that I can see all of the different type of models students are trying to use to use the data correctly to create an appropriate approximation of the line of the data points. So there you have it. This is one of the ways I use technology in my lessons, with the students being one-to-one at the student teaching location site that I am at. And I think the students really enjoyed it. It's a fun activity and it gets them thinking and being introduced to the material without it all being lecture-based and content-driven completely.